You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's WWE Monday Night Raw After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE Monday Night Raw After Show.
That is some loud music.
Just enjoy it.
What you gonna do, Cathy?
What's this group's name?
I don't think it matters.
Cops.
I miss these guys. They also miss themselves.
They also miss them. So does the band that sung the theme for Friends, and
I also not the Proclaimers, but they're the 500 miles guys. The Rembrandts.
That's who they were. Oh.
Houston, we have a girl fight. Welcome to the Monday Night Raw After Show. Jonny Loquasto here. As the music from Cops slowly fades away, not from our hearts, just from this show. Man, what a way to end Raw. We had our moments. We're like, all right, what direction are we going here? But then it ended strong.
We were all on the edge of our seats, like screaming.
It ended like an episode of Cops.
It kind of did.
And then Cathy made you her bitch.
She didn't slap me.
Oh, you want to bring that up right now? At the top of the show, you're going to bring up slapping.
I'm saying she did not slap me.
Interesting, Johnny.
Okay.
So you need a slap.
That's how we should leave the show.
Speaking of slaps, find me on Twitter at JQuasto, but next to me, to my left, find her on Twitter at Cathy Kelley. Don't. I just flinched. I just flinched.
I was waving.
I just flinched. She's the beautiful, she's the talented, she's the adorable Cathy Kelley. Don't hit the moneymaker. Don't hit the moneymaker.
I'm not touching you.
I will miss this entire show and just not let you go near the moneymaker that makes an upwards of $5,000 a year. So,
whoa. You just put that out there like that.
I put it down like that, bro. He's sitting across from me. They're matching almost like their T-shirts look like brothers almost. You got Shredder and then you got Zack Ryder, but the color combo, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Find him on Twitter at TheWalkingDale. He is my co-host on the Wrestling Padres Slamcast. And Dale, who do we have on our show tomorrow? Well, actually, I'm sorry. Wednesday morning, it will be up on iTunes. Who do we have on the Wrestling and Padres?
Wednesday morning, we might have someone that you've heard of. He sometimes goes by Phil Brooks.
Right.
You might know him as CM Punk.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to be on the show this week. So you better follow at Wrestling Buds right now.
Get on it.
It's going to be an amazing interview. Actually, Dale went solo with it because I had to leave Comic-Con like an idiot. And I missed the interview.
Dale had some pictures on the WWE website.
Show enough.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that was them taking photos in there. I just
like Hogan and Daniel Bryan looked amazing. You're just like, nah.
I'm like, yeah. I have like 4 things in my hands.
Camera shy. You are not the type to be camera shy, though. I'm really confused by that.
I didn't know it was happening. I literally.
You're like looking at notes.
Yeah. It was a very small room. I was very sweaty, and I was trying to do multiple things.
You
with
were
the
focused on
recording.
your job.
Yeah. All my poses
on
are
your
like,
craft. You were on your craft.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dale killed it at Comic-Con this weekend. I had to leave, then I went to Houston for Booker T's promotion, which we'll talk about on Wrestling Bud. So do not miss it. Next to him, find him on Twitter at that Erik Barnes with a K.
Oh, you're that.
Yeah, I'm that
Erik Barnes.
Don't be confused with the other one.
Your goatee is about 9 feet longer than last time we had you on the show.
It's been a while.
You purposely did not grow it. You kept growing it since you have not been on.
Yeah, it's been a choice that I've made, is that I will not trim until the next time I'm on AfterBuzz.
It's like you're on a long playoff run.
Exactly.
And you're refusing to shave.
Exactly. It's a good luck charm. I can't do that. I also have not washed my clothes. Each and every time, which explains a lot, and I'm sorry for that, Dale.
I ain't mad at you.
I just want to comb through it. I don't know why. Is that weird?
I mean, you can.
It's so long.
I'm flattered.
Maybe braid it. I don't know. How long is this show?
My goddaughter does braid it.
Dreadlock
actually.
beard.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be a switch from slapping if we braided beards.
Yeah. We got time. We'll sort it out.
We might make it happen. That's that Eric. It's that Erik Barnes. He's
Hi,
Erik Barnes.
everyone.
All right, guys. Let's just get right to it. Monday Night Raw, Houston, Texas. Had a little bit of everything. I'll tell you what. SummerSlam shaping up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Stephanie. in a match.
MVP.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
JR just had a great tweet where he said the two best heels in the company are non-wrestlers, Paul Heyman and Stephanie McMahon. And I could not. Yeah, you got to agree with that.
Agreed.
That's really well put on his end.
Oh.
Anyways,
so but we'll get to it.
Yeah, we will get to it. Yeah, this is really, as much as I didn't like Battle. I mean, Battleground was good. I just didn't think we needed to have it. But man, SummerSlam's really shaping up even since Battleground last Sunday night.
And these are a lot of like passionate grudge matches that are happening too. Like they all have the right amount of build heading into SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Some of these are borderline like Mania's type setups. I mean, Jesus.
Well, SummerSlam is considered by WWE to be like WrestleMania Junior. So
yeah,
it's so
number 2.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Not a stepson, but junior.
Yeah.
Direct relation.
Yeah. Exactly.
Especially the Stephanie Brie match or situation. I mean, this has had a build for months now.
They pulled. That was. I mean, yeah. Let's not talk about it now, but that was fantastic.
Oh God.
Speaking of, I mean, started and ended strong. John Cena. Look, let's give him his due. Him and Heyman. It's really hard to touch Paul Heyman on the microphone, and Cena damn near did it.
Oh yeah.
If not matching him with how it's. I don't even know. Let's get into it. Go ahead, because it's really hard. Cena comes down to the ring. You can tell he's intimidated. He's a marked man. Brock Lesnar's a mercenary, and people, of course, were cheering because Brock Lesnar's going to destroy him, and which is to be expected.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman comes out and says, basically, Brock Lesnar's going to destroy you at SummerSlam. He's going to victimize. That was his word of the night, was victimize. And the way he said it was just violent and scary. Like, it would give you nightmares. And that's how he made Cena feel. And I'm not even going to try to quote Cena, but what he said back was fantastic. Just like Paul had with ECW, he has a passion. His passion's WWE. Called Brock a 300-pound gorilla.
It's true.
It's not true.
Okay.
Gorillas have better ears.
Over under on how many comments we get that we don't bash Cena enough.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Say one bad thing about him.
He doesn't always do the best promos.
He's still, right. Yeah. He's still not a good actor.
This one was really great.
Good.
He didn't talk about them smiles of phony.
Right.
Which sucked when he did that.
Right.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll get people get mad at me for giving Cena any credit.
The reason why that promo did so well was because it came from a genuine place.
Yes.
And it pretty much said, you guys can do whatever you want. This is me. This is who I am. And I'll be damned if you take this from me.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I mean, and Cena said, he called him a 300-pound gorilla that's decides to show up whenever he wants. That's kind of true.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you want to make fun of Cena or talk smack about him, that's fine.
Sure.
But he backs up why he is the top dog right after this promo. This match that he puts on with Cesaro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was the match of the night.
And we'll criticize Cena when it's necessary. I mean, when he flips back and forth between kind of Thugonomics and kind of, Superman Fruity Pebbles, yeah, of course, that's worth criticizing. But, he clearly showed how, dangerous Brock Lesnar is, but that he's not going to back down. And granted, Lesnar wasn't standing next to Heyman, but just the way he delivered that at the end was, it was...
Tonight, he made a stand. He said, I'm the franchise. And he proved it.
And it felt genuine.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying. It seemed like he was on fire. Like he definitely had his passion tonight. And he even said that himself. That's what differentiates me from Brock is I have heart. I have passion for this.
And it makes you wonder, when Cena and Heyman are going at it like that back and forth. I mean, Heyman, I don't even know how long he spoke for at one point. Like, I wonder how much of that is planned and how much of that is in the moment between those two, because they both have so many years of experience, especially Heyman. Jesus.
Yeah.
I feel like they got to be bullet points, right? Like maybe hit these 3 things, and then the rest they figure out as they get out there. Because you don't need to. I don't know how you memorize all that, anyways, in a row, and you don't need to. They already got it.
It felt too real to be scripted, but if it was scripted, bravo.
Yeah.
To whoever did it.
Heyman's so good at ramping up.
Yeah.
He starts off real slow, and then.
And he especially enunciates certain things. Like every time, it's never Brock Lesnar. It's Brock Lesnar.
Also, we emphasize...
He will be victimized. Beaten.
Conquered.
Jimmy John's.
And then we're gonna eat a sandwich.
That is the opposite of enunciating. The sandwich.
Sandwich. I would like a sandwich. Is that an option that we have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could someone send us
options?
Jimmy John's out of state, please? But this is, to me, was the most surprising part of the whole segment. Cesaro comes out, gives Heyman a nice big hug, and then he goes to Cena, "You're a big, muscled-up, walking billboard." And then he goes, "Look at your sneakers. Where'd you get those? Kmart?" And I'm like, please come up with something better than that. Then he goes, "That's right. You can't wrestle in sneakers because you can't wrestle." I was like, whoa, wait a sec.
I was confused by this just because he goes and he hugs Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman doesn't respond. He just is like, what's happening?
And he was just talking smack on Paul Heyman like last week. Inner Circle, that's who did the cops. Thank you, Mustafa. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, Heyman warms up to the idea of like, all right, I'll have Cesaro as my friend. Okay, let's do this.
I don't really.
Yeah, he was unsure of it, and then Cesaro insulted Cena. He's like, well, all right, I'll take it.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Yeah, I don't know. It was very odd.
Fight him. You can.
But that whole thing has been very odd. I don't know if they thought that Cesaro would be someplace different by the time Lesnar got back, or what the thinking was that made this all go awry. But it's weird. If it's amicable, that's a very odd ending for any WWE storyline. Just be like, and cool,
Yeah.
bye. And I'm like, what?
Well, last week he was trying to be an authority guy.
Right.
You know, and now he's not.
Now he's wrestling the champ, though.
He's just a. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to see that he's wrestling the big guns, but it's just been uneven, I guess, in terms of okay, it's obvious you're not sure where you're going to go with this dude.
And tonight was the first time I have seen him do a swing in a while, hasn't it?
Or attempt, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's It was. It is odd because wherever Cesaro is now, isn't that kind of the responsibility to an extent of what what had done the last 3 months? So that's why.
Yep.
Well, it's been reported, whether it's true or not, I don't know, that they've told him don't do the swing because you're a heel and you'll get cheered for doing the swing.
But that's a good point.
It is a good point, but at the same time, at this point, since he's not attached to Heyman, and he's still cheered, why not just screw it, make him a babyface?
I feel like it has to be a more obvious thing though. Like that's why maybe it could have played out that way on TV instead of just saying, "Oh yeah, we're in Japan, we had a scuffle." Yeah. That's it. Or maybe
this is true.
You're a heel, spin him the other way or something.
I think that's only if he goes to Australia.
Yeah. Spin him face down, damn it.
In fact, you spin around. Have them spin you.
But let's get to the match. Wow. This was a really good match. I mean,
freaking amazing. Pay-per-view quality. We were talking about that.
SmackDown 2. Ambrose and Cesaro, no DQ match on SmackDown. Pay-per-view quality. Yeah. This tonight. Same thing.
Indeed. Cesaro's killing it.
Both of them.
I mean, Cena, the amazing core strength to get out of the swing, followed by a power bomb. Then, of course, Cesaro gets him up for the suplex outside the ring. Then he finally swings him, counters the AA into European uppercut. Then the AA off the top rope. I mean, there's so many amazing spots in this match.
It was, oh, God.
I was surprised how many times Cesaro said "F you" to the AA. It's been a while since somebody shrugged out of it that wasn't already like a top champion kind of guy.
Yes, yeah. So many fake outs and so many different false finishes.
Yep,
it was great.
This match didn't matter who won. That's the thing is Cesaro. It really doesn't matter if he wins or loses. He's gonna look so good in every match.
I know.
Yeah, him losing this match doesn't matter. It's him wrestling. Besides John Cena, the current champ. I don't know. It really helps get some momentum, which Cesaro has been very shy on. Even with Heyman, he wasn't really doing anything in any kind of title picture.
He was feuding with Kofi. That kind of before this,
which seemed to actually help Kofi more than it helped
That's what
Cesaro.
I'm saying. Yeah. To a point, it helped Kofi.
Yeah, got him all mad.
Something needs to be figured out with him.
Yeah.
Other than him just going back and forth between.
Just hopping the different heel bandwagons along the way.
They're obviously working on it. They want him to be somewhere. They just had him wrestle Cena at the top of the show.
Oh, obviously.
They need to figure it out, yes, but are they working on it? Yes, I have to think.
I think they are working on it, and it seems like the fans are going with it as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's the perfect...
We had talked about Heyman not really helping him out for a while anyway, so... Yeah, it wasn't a good breakup. Like, it wasn't nothing exciting happened out of the breakup, but...
Sometimes it's easier to just let it slide, and then they have better stories down the line.
Exactly.
Makes you wonder what he's got lined up for SummerSlam. Cesaro has to be a part of it, right?
I hope so.
I hope so. I don't know what for.
Doesn't matter.
Against Sheamus? I don't know.
He's got to be a part of it.
We didn't even see Sheamus
We
today.
didn't, no. And he's the U.S. champ.
Yep. We didn't see, Jesus.
Didn't see Ambrose either.
Nope.
Well, after
Indeed.
SmackDown last week, he might need a little break.
Jesus. Well, the funny thing is, you watch Ambrose doing that kind of stuff, and you're like, well, a no DQ match in WWE for him is like a walk in the park.
Yeah.
You look up his old stuff from like his CZW days. Good God.
Yeah, that was every other Sunday for him.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on, though, Stephanie is backstage, and she's talking to Triple H, saying that she can't bear to see the look in her daughter's eyes. And she can't get the smell out of her nose.
The smell of what? That's...
I don't know, just poor people in jail.
Blue collar.
Yeah, those blue collar.
Do you think she's an ugly crier or a pretty crier?
Oh, ugly.
I mean, does anyone cry pretty?
Yeah.
Who?
You could just, dot your face.
Yeah, but then
That's not crying.
That's tearing up. That's not crying.
Yeah, then people sympathize with you. You got to be an ugly crier if people are going to get even more heat. And Stephanie's got to do the ugly cry.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at Stephanie from like 10 or more years ago, I think she's actually gotten prettier over
I mean,
the
she's
years.
gorgeous. Yeah, I don't think it's... Yeah.
It's pretty...
She's grown up on television, which is weird.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the original, how many years ago was the whole thing with Undertaker?
Oh, God. Is
that 15 years? No.
Something like that. 98, 99.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
She was like barely college age. She was like 21, 22 when that happened.
Yeah.
Good God, can you imagine?
She got married in a drive-thru.
That's
married.
true.
Yeah, she did get married in a drive.
That was even a long... They got married so damn young.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm still thinking of Undertaker. Where to, Stephanie?
John Cena's shoe just followed me on Twitter.
No.
Hey!
How many followers does John Cena? Is it just a shoe or just
following?
Did you just sneeze?
It just started following people right now. So
Is it location from Kmart?
Yeah, it has no followers. So help me God, if that shoe is not following us within 5 minutes, I'm gonna.
You're gonna what?
I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah, take that shoe.
I'm gonna untie that shoe.
I'm gonna be moderately upset for a half a second and move on with my life.
I'm gonna untie it. That's what I'm gonna do.
No.
Oh, is someone in chat roll signing as Vince Russo? I love it. Oh, come on, guys.
we're gonna
Be
get
nice.
canceled if you do that.
That was
Awkward.
Come on, guys.
Don't want to talk about it.
We want to root for everybody. Okie dokie.
So smell out of the nose.
Yeah, and that's when Orton interrupts, and you know it's about to be friction because Triple H is trying to console his wife. Orton, of course, always about him, and this is what I loved about it. Orton's like, "Oh, your wife's crying? Cool. What about me?"
Hey, to be honest, that's what Triple H did last week. His wife was crying, and he was like, wait, I have other stuff to do.
You got a point, though. What are you gonna do? Sit there while she gets fingerprinted? I mean, come on. This is also why I'm not married.
I mean, that's the exact same thing. Like, you could have the same argument. Oh, my wife's in a coma. Well, what am I going to do at the hospital? Like, while she's there? Like, she won't remember.
Watch DVDs.
Yeah. Catch up on Angry Birds.
I mean, there's only so many times I can play Frozen and hope she wakes up.
Your body's already broken, so I'm going home.
Yeah. I got a main event to make. It's funny, though. Like, when maybe I'm a bad person, but when Triple H was like, well, it's going to take a while for her to get booked, right? I was like, yeah, man. I get it. I mean,
maybe you are a bad person.
You can hang out for another hour and do your job, then go to the jail.
I wouldn't make this a first date conversation. If that's what
I
you're
would
asking.
not. No.
Oh, bring up. So, about the first time that you're going to get arrested. Just so you know, I may not be right behind you.
I'm kind of busy.
Yeah.
I don't have time for your trivial arrests and hospital entries.
Just, you know.
Just handle your biz.
Just mind your P's and Q's. So Orton comes up with a complaint about Lesnar. Triple H is like, I'm not going to change the plans at SummerSlam. As long as Roman Reigns is in the way, he's never going to let you get a title shot. So take out Roman Reigns if you don't like it. Orton's like, oh, I'll get rid of him. And of course, we're like, no way. No way you're taking out Roman Reigns. The plan's going to be foiled.
Yeah, not even a little bit.
Nobody could take out Roman Reigns.
I mean, he's been on quite a roll.
Yeah, Roman does reign.
And he said, tonight, Roman Reigns is going one-on-one with Kane. Orton says, now, I also got a problem with you, Triple H.
I thought that was a pretty good line, actually.
Yeah.
I like Orton when he's pissed. That's like the best Orton that there is out there.
Yeah,
It's
Orton with an
generally
Sexual
emotion.
predator Orton is pretty good though.
Not according to you.
But no, I mean it's
That's
scary.
coming
It's
from a woman.
terrifying. That's why it's good
Yes.
as
Okay.
a character.
As
That
a
you
character.
would want a restraining order on.
The A-sex predator, Randy Orton.
Stephen A. Smith would agree with you. That happened today on ESPN. Anyways, moving on.
What?
Just the Ray Rice
Does anyone
situation.
else feel bad for Kane? I don't know what you're talking about.
Forget
Does
it.
anyone else feel bad for Kane in this whole scenario?
Aw.
He's been in a title match, and it just doesn't feel like, well, A, that he's ever going to win a title. Sans that one
He
day for
doesn't feel
1999.
like the demon Kane right now.
Don't forget, he was the world champion
Yeah.
about 2 years ago.
Yeah,
he was
run.
the world champion.
For
Yes.
Brit.
He had the Uncle Festery run.
I missed
did.
the him in a suit and
I miss Corporate Kane too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually talked to him about that at Comic-Con. We're like, hey, man, Corporate Kane, we're all on board, buddy. He's like, cool.
He's like, I don't care what you have to say about it.
He really did.
You guys are fans.
did he
That's
try-
great.
Did he try to
cool. You
sell you
liked what I'm not
insurance?
doing anymore.
With-
Hey, Tom Cruise, I loved you in Top Gun. Thanks.
Yeah.
Not doing it
You're a
anymore.
sweet kid. Here's Jack Reacher on DVD.
I sure liked when you danced in Risky Business. When's your next movie coming out? No, we talked Cena. He's got a movie coming out. He's cool.
See No Evil 2?
You're damn right he does.
All right.
Absolutely.
Still looking.
Moving on, Paige hits the ring. She admits she crossed the line. She promises to never act like that to her friend AJ Lee ever again. AJ's music comes out. She calls her Casper and says, if you want to be like me, then be like me. I don't talk games. I don't talk smack behind people's back. I say it to your face like a real woman. That's when Paige says, look, I'm your real friend. If you don't believe me, you're crazy. You're crazy. That's not, you know, you don't want to say that.
I do like that they played up her younger age in this particular angle. I think it's good to be like, oh, well, I'm young and sometimes I get carried away, and I don't know. I thought that
They
it
should.
felt real.
She's
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
For God's
It's
sake.
easy to forget that.
How old is
It's
AJ?
definitely-
Because she's pretty young
27.
too. Yeah, okay.
It's a departure, though, from Paige and NXT, because while I liked it tonight, I feel like it's completely different. She seems naive in this situation, and in NXT, she was the smartest. She knew why she was there, what she was doing all the time. She was in control, and now she just kind of seems flighty. A little bit.
But I feel like it's an act. Like, I think she's just saying
She's saying
I'm
that
young
because she
and I'm
really just
21.
wants to win again.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. This is all still part of that.
Yeah.
Of course it
Deceit.
is. As she's leaving the ring, she keeps yelling, we're still friends!
Which is the best way to stay friends with someone, is just yell at them a lot.
Because AJ attacks, Paige eventually retreats. She's like, we're fine! We're fine. You know?
See you at the mall?
Yeah! Yeah, we're gonna go to, Hot Topic.
I believe they're still friends until one blocks the other on Facebook.
Yeah, right. I'll see you at Aeropostale.
Oh, God. We could be stuck all night just yelling out mall names.
Oh, yeah.
Based on their wardrobe, I think they both go to Hot Topic.
Yeah. They definitely.
He already said that one.
And, they,
I didn't
they
know.
buy all their accessories at Spencer Gifts.
Oh.
Then again, who does?
Johnny, what are you talking about?
Just the punk section at Claire's. Duh.
I don't know Claire's. I don't know that.
You shouldn't know Claire's. It's
CM
fine.
Punk has a section at Claire's.
Is Claire's a lady store?
Claire's is like an accessory lady store.
It's like a girl store,
Like-
not a lady store.
You get
Okay.
earrings and bracelets and stuff.
Yeah.
That turn your ears green.
You can't get your ears pierced there, can you?
I think I did that.
Wait, does Claire's give you cauliflower ear? Is that
No.
no?
just like cheap metals.
Yeah, it's an infection.
Got it. That's fine.
It goes away. Don't
It's
worry
just
about it.
regular retail stuff. Moving on, Triple H and Steph hit the ring to Jailbird chants, which Houston, by the way, on point. On point all show. Triple H says he's never been more disappointed ever in the WWE Universe. He says, you laughed at the mother of my children when she was treated like a common criminal. And it was all a misunderstanding. Brie Bella was asking for it, and all the charges have been dropped except for assault and battery. They've asked Brie to join them tonight, and that's when Jericho's music hits. We got a little old school Y2J, Erik Barnes.
So do.
Oh, yeah.
Explain that to us.
For those of you who are uninitiated into pro wrestling lore, especially in World Wrestling Entertainment, when Chris Jericho was first a babyface in WWF at the time.
Early 2000?
Yeah, 1999, 2000.
He was a Y2J problem?
Yeah, indeed. He often referred to Ms. McMahon as a... I'm trying to think.
Many things.
Many things.
Filthy, brutal, trashy, bottom-feeding.
Bottom-feeding, filthy again.
Stuck up.
Stuck up. Trash bag hoe. I only
Something
remember
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It usually ended in ho. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was always
Or
the same.
slut.
It was always the same like 10 things. And I'm trying to remember what it was. Filthy, disgusting, no good, bottom feeding trash bag hoe.
Yeah, he started getting into it, and that's when Triple H is like, "Shut up." Let him finish.
Shut up, Jericho.
And he says, "You know what? I could sum up Stephanie's situation in a song, which was Bad Boys by the Inner Circle." What
Yeah.
you want? What you gonna do? Okay, good job, guys.
What happened there?
I don't know. We all temporarily had strokes. Jericho was really funny here. He said, you know, it's 2014. Orange is the new black. This is why the WWE Network was created. But he says, Trips, why didn't you leave the arena with her last week? And
See?
that's when he starts trashing her. He says, shut up. He says, why don't you worry about Bray Wyatt? Because that's who you're going to face at SummerSlam. But tonight you face Seth Rollins. Bam, case to the head. That damn Seth Rollins.
Damn Seth Rollins.
God.
He was waiting and wait to just be like, okay.
Yeah.
When's the time? When is
He was getting hosed off. There's no one that comes to the ring more soaking wet.
He's like wearing a Metal Gear Solid wetsuit.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he
I ain't
is,
mad
he is
at
in
him.
some kind of swimmer outfit or something,
Yeah.
so might as well.
Yeah.
It just beads right
Sure.
off.
It's like, Seth, get out of the steam room. You got to go. Okay.
They travel with the steam room. That'd be great. They should, actually. I'm sure they'd appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yeah, so he briefcases him in the back of the head, leaves him for nothing. That's coming up later on tonight. Moving on back to the actual matches. Ryback and Miz taking on Dolph Ziggler and the Usos. You know, for an Uso-Ziggler match, this actually was relatively calm.
I
Yeah.
thought that it was going to be a weird pairing, but I really liked them together.
Yeah, they worked really well in the ring. I felt like a
Yeah.
similar style to...
I also don't know why, but the Usos' entrance tonight gave me goosebumps. Like, I think it was just the camera shots that they did with the crowd all chanting along, and they were so into it that it made me more excited as a fan as opposed to just
Right.
being on them the entire time.
Well, Usos have a history in Houston as well.
Yeah.
Before they hit WWE, they actually had a brief stop with Booker T and his promotion. So they have like a big history in Houston. So they have a huge fan base.
It's almost like a hometown.
Nice.
Kind of, yeah. So that would probably explain the chance, and maybe that would explain why, you know, the whole great entrance. You know,
I hate to say this. I'm warming up to The Miz.
you should be.
He's
I love the fact that he is dodging anything and everything that involves with his face. I love that he dresses
I
like
accidentally.
yeah. I love that he dresses like Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat. And
Okay.
I just it's the sunglasses and just the Hollywood.
Just the point.
Yeah, just the point. And yeah. It's a good like mid card thing for him. It's giving him something to do.
He's been on point with it since he came back. SmackDown was funny with him and his parents. It was odd,
Yeah.
but it was still entertaining.
Better than last time, I
Yeah.
suppose.
And while his dad probably shouldn't do promos, I still want to see his dad for whatever reason.
Yeah, his dad is must see
He's-
TV by just looking like he doesn't know where he's at.
He's like the new Ralphus
Yeah,
of again going back even further into Jericho's career.
it seems like his dad always thinks he's just standing in a living room.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to get a title match from these two guys at SummerSlam, right?
Ms. Ziggs.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
yeah.
Got to.
At
It
least
seems
a
like that's what it's
pre-show.
working up to.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because Ziggler keeps going for the moneymaker, and Miz, like you said, just diving out of the way perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't think that Miz will drop the title if that's what it's going to, though.
Probably
just
not.
because.
No. But Ziggler's been on a bit of a winning streak.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm enjoying that just for the sheer. He's on TV and he's winning.
Yeah.
It's fine by me. He doesn't have to do anything.
I think this can continue for a long time.
Yeah. And you were mentioning earlier that there could be a triangle match or something featuring Ryback, the Usos, and this new faction with Xavier Woods and Kofi.
And Big E.
And Big E.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I just want to. We keep getting promos from the Dust Brothers from the back.
Yeah,
I don't know. I still don't know what that's going to, but I like it.
They're looking for a Cosmic Key now?
Yeah. Is that the belts? Maybe.
I've never Googled what Cosmic Key means. I don't even know if it means anything.
I mean, there was a math equation on the board for you to figure out what it means.
Yeah, well,
you didn't know.
Cosmic Key, the only time I hear Cosmic Key, I think it was from Masters of the Universe, the movie.
Wow.
But that's a deep pull.
The live action one.
Yes.
Well, that movie was
With
awful.
Yeah,
Oof.
it was awful.
So bad.
Yeah.
Should have kept him animated.
And even then, it wasn't that good.
No, I mean, let's be honest. 80s cartoons weren't good for anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to see all four of those tag teams get into a title situation. Or, I mean, otherwise, what are the Wyatts going to be doing? I mean, Harper and Rowan, and then I would like to have. They still haven't gone on Raw, Stardust and Goldust in weeks and weeks now. So.
Yeah. This is like week 4 of their whatever it is that they're doing back there.
Backstage.
Hijinks, math equations, and sparkle. Nobody puts math and sparkle together.
Breathing on each other? I don't know.
But it's okay, they're brothers.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
And, you know, why have Big E and Kofi and Xavier Woods out there if they're not, in some regard, maybe scoping out the
Big E
champs
still wearing amazing shirts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love them.
Solid button down.
Indeed.
Xavier looks sharp. I'm sort of predicting he's taking over a manager type role for those two.
Oh, yeah.
When you think?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have Freebird rules. I think it's going to be...
When was the last time they had Freebird rules, like the cheerleaders? That's the last time I can... Certainly, it's happened since
I think you're right, yeah.
You meant Spirit. I thought you meant Funkadactyl. So I'm like, there's only 2. Yeah, Spirit Squad, of course.
I thought
Which, ironically, Ziggler
Exactly. Yeah.
A member.
Is the only surviving member.
The surviving.
I mean, they're still all around, but yeah, it's not.
In WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I want to see Xavier, Kofi, and Big E get something.
Yeah.
I don't know if they know what they're gonna do yet, but if Xavier is the manager, that would be cool because maybe he could be the one that is helping them take the victory.
Well, he's the brain, Big E's the muscle, and Kofi's the high flyer.
Yep.
I mean,
the question is, they're so brand new. Like this whole thing just happened last week. Is giving them a match at SummerSlam? Shouldn't we have more of a build up first?
Well, that's why I feel like you could have something that is like a tornado tag team match
or elimination
something.
match.
Yeah. That at least puts them in it a little bit and gets you used to seeing them.
Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Gauntlet for #1 contendership? I don't know.
And that's 2 heels, 2 faces. If you
Yeah, Uso's got to face someone for the titles, and right now there's no.
can't be Harper Rowan again.
No.
I mean,
That last one was too
I'm fine
great.
with it.
It would be. I don't know.
Leave on
It's
a high
like,
note?
yeah, I think just like
Listen,
I mean, the one before that was amazing. It's
Listen.
like they keep,
that 2 out of 3. though.
3 out of 5 then. I'm fine with that. SummerSlam. Best 3 out of 5. That was so good.
Has there ever been an Iron Man tag match?
No. There should be.
I'm not saying there will
It is
be.
not
I know.
happening.
I'm not saying that.
Not
I
in
know.
2014, but
I'm fine with that.
There's no room on the card for all that.
I'll book that.
It doesn't even have to be an hour. 30 minute. Do that.
That's true. They did
I'm
do
cool with
30-minute
that.
ones for a while.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, that's the thing is SummerSlam has so much of it still has to shape up, but just the cruxes of it right now. We have Cena Lesnar, Steph Bree, those right there, and then if we have
And Jericho Bray.
Jericho Bray, probably sure, and then
Well,
Miz
they announced
Ziggler.
it.
Oh, they did officially, right? Okay, and then Miz Ziggler. Damn, those are 4.
Yeah. And possibly the women's title match. Possibly something
course.
with the tag
Probably the
titles.
women's title match, yeah.
They would have to.
Maybe a few stipulations here and there. But yeah, man, Miz and Ziggler, we can see that go all the way to possibly Survivor Series. I think those 2 guys, they're both creative enough, if given the opportunity, on the mic, in the ring, to where that can just keep
Yeah.
building each other.
I wouldn't mind, especially with these 2 guys, just having multiple matches, and each pay-per-view, the other guy wins it. And we just keep going back and back and back.
And forth.
Yeah,
Volley the belt back and forth.
yeah, they haven't done that in a while.
Sure.
Or Miz keeps finding a way to sneak out.
Yeah.
Then finally Ziggler gets what everyone's been getting pissed off for a long time. You know?
Finally.
Ziggler is almost like, his situation's almost like a toned down version of Daniel Bryan in a way, where like people just keep like, all right, this is it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know how great the guy is, just like Daniel Bryan.
Oh, yeah. I think it was a little rushed. I think they may have cut time for this particular match, though, because...
It wasn't very long.
No, it wasn't very long, and it seemed like the Usos were faster than usual, and Ziggler, he's already, like, bumping, like, a pinball, but this was bumping on a pinball on fast forward.
Nice zigzag on Ryback for the W, too.
Oh, my God. It was just... oof. I'm exhausted talking about it.
Well, I'm not exhausted about R-Truth rapping, because that's what's next. They're giving him some rapping time on TV.
The same rap for 10 years.
No, I think he changes the lyrics, though. Doesn't he?
I think
I've never heard
he just
that line
forgets
about
sometimes.
the pimple that...
I pop you like a pimple.
Well, he never gets that far. I think it's the same rap,
that was
though.
the other thing.
Or they cut to the dead end of the rap. Or so.
Yeah, they cut to like where the
What's
music's
up?
about to.
What's up? That's all he gets.
What's up?
Maybe he still likes it, guys.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Well, no, I mean you kind of are.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. All right, fine. Yes, I am.
So R-Truth versus the inspirational Bo Dallas, who, as far as I know, is 17-0. And this match, wow, 2 shoulder blocks, a victory lap, an R-Truth roll-up for the win, about 90 seconds for the match. And all of a sudden, Bo Dallas' streak is over.
He seems like he is coping with it well.
Yes.
Goes in for the handshake and then does
The Bo
not.
that you've been asking for a long time now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Temper tantrum Bo.
Yeah, he really, I mean, he attacked him.
I like
rough.
I like beat down Bo Dallas.
It makes sense now. Like, they had to let the crowd understand his journey, and now he's back to where he was at NXT, which is my favorite version of Bo.
He went off, beat him up real bad, mic shot. Did he do the Bo Dog?
He did a double arm DDT.
Right. And then paused for a minute, second, and then...
That weird toothy smile of his.
Yeah. Well, the same smile that Bray has, basically, except no facial hair.
I don't know. Bo has a slightly more gaps in between each tooth.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very
Specific.
perceptive detail.
I wanted to be a dentist.
He looks more. What?
Did you really growing up?
No.
Oh.
But I wanted to be Hermie the elf, who wanted to be a dentist.
Who the hell is Hermie the Elf?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Jesus.
Rankin Bass. The best Christmas special of all time.
Just when I thought you couldn't top your references from prior to jeez.
I am the Dennis Miller of references that could not matter at all.
Well, this reminds me of Hermie the Elf who needs to get dental work. That's my drunk Dennis Miller impression, apparently.
come on, Cha-Cha.
All right, anyways. Yeah,
Reverend
so...
Desmond Tutu.
The Bo Dallas win streak is over. I don't know. Is this a pre-show match coming up? R-Truth and Bo, maybe?
I would guess so.
They're definitely going to use Bo at some point during, I would assume so,
During what now?
SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think he might just come out and have a tantrum, though, or something. I think this card, we've also got Rusev swagger with
my
a
gosh.
strong build.
Yeah.
There's so many things
There's
that
so
have
many people, yeah.
grudgy, strong builds.
Yeah.
Bo is not in the middle of that,
This
and
is
we've got
right.
3 weeks. So I don't. I think he'll be there and he'll make a presence, but I don't think he's
This goes
going to
like a like a SmackDown main event or something.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
Something like that. All right, now this made me happy. We see Rusev and Lana in the ring. She's, of course, talking smack about Old Glory, the American flag. She calls Obama a puppet, and he wags his finger at Russia's peacemaking options, and blah, blah, blah. He's a laughable leader. And then they show, also laughable is your previous president. You show George Bush's face in Texas. Oh, they're going to get angry. I think, because most Texans, I imagine, still
He
like
was the
Bush.
governor for
Right.
Yeah.
a long time.
Which I'm sure plenty of Texans don't like him, but still.
Yeah. They seemed angry, but probably not as angry as they imagined the Texans to be. Like they were expecting boo, and they got boo.
Like, oh yeah, he was from here.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard, but
think-
there's been a few Bush jokes out there.
Yeah.
So this one may not have ranked at the top of reaction.
I also think that the normal crowd, since it's been almost 8 years since he's been in office, the normal crowd is between 5 and 8 years old, so they don't know
There is
who
that
he
too.
is.
I feel like I know him from somewhere.
Is that the guy that doesn't know how to say words correctly?
Yeah.
He spelled potato wrong, right? It's that one?
Is that the guy that dodged the shoe?
At least when you're
I
8,
saw him
you were
on
told, like, when you were 7, oh yeah, Putin's the guy that, like, wouldn't let people compete in the Olympics.
Right,
So
yeah.
you know who that is.
Yeah.
But
And he also didn't like stray dogs.
yes.
Nope.
So,
Not even a little bit.
but this is what because we had heard rumors that they caught a lot of flack for what Lana said previously, that they're going to get rid of the Jack Swagger Rusev feud. They changed the ending, from the pay-per-view. We're like, oh come on, this is wrestling. Don't take anything wrestling says seriously. I mean, for Christ's sake, you had Sergeant Slaughter team up with Iraq. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It reportedly did not go over well then either, but
Sure, but they still went with it, and
Right.
it worked.
Depending on who you talk to.
These are fictional characters. Like,
I agree that it is fiction and that it's not a but at the same time yep, that's
You don't say.
That's watch the YouTube version, folks, to see my
your finger wag.
my Obama impersonation.
You just
according to Lana.
You dikembade.
Yeah,
Aren't you a little bit curious? We always have people that say that they hear things or there's a rumor of, but there's just wrestling websites for the most part, right? Does
Sure.
anybody have a really solid source on rumors when it comes to wrestling?
Word on the street is.
Well, I heard at my friend's viewing party. The
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you heard
There's TMZ
on the internet.
sometimes. Anyway,
Word on the street is Swagger Rusev gonna be over, Jive Turkey. Yeah.
thanks, Huggy Bear.
Say, Jack, Lana said some bad things about America, so therefore that feud is done. I just heard that. Heard that from my man.
Who is this? Is it the Reverend Slick? Who is this guy?
It's just a combination of, you're right, probably Huggy Bear and Slick.
okay.
Yeah.
But he knows things.
Huggy Slick?
He knows things.
Slicky Bear?
I'm a job soul bro. But yeah, Swagger and Zeb come out.
Yes.
Yes! Calls her a blonde-headed Bolshevik twin-head and Rusev a dancing bear. The American flag represents great stuff like pickup trucks, pretty girls, and beer.
I love the 180 that they've done. Like, they have completely turned around. I mean, Zeb's always been good on the mic, but like the reaction from the crowd when Swagger comes out now, we were
It's shocking.
overwhelmingly excited.
Zeb is now a reverend of the Church of the United States of America.
Yeah.
Because he would go up and he would mention a piece of America, an Americana, we the people. He would mention the apple pies and the mothers and the beer,
And the
we
girls.
the people. So instead of just insert "we the people" instead of "amen," and he's just this this bearded Yosemite Sam preacher man.
He's become one of the best faces, just like that.
I did not see it coming.
No,
Overnight.
I didn't either.
No.
Yep. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone in the arena, we the people, Swagger attacks, they battle it out a little bit eventually, the communists retreat, and we are back on track. So I love how they just took it off for a week. They're like, let's get the media off our back. They'll forget about us.
Throw Kali out there. People will be bored to death and forget all about
Exactly.
this whole Russia thing. Although tonight's conversation,
Hashtag Russia.
Hashtag Russia, yeah.
Way to blow it up.
Yeah.
WWE.
Not hashtag we the people, not hashtag Swagger versus Rusev.
Such an odd hashtag.
Yeah.
That's all you
Lazy.
need is people from Fox News to see that on Twitter.
Russia's
Like, what is this?
trending.
WWE with their pinko commie agenda. Hashtag Russia.
Well, there you have it.
Fox News.
Yeah.
I'm Shepard Smith.
But yeah, we're back on track. They took off 1 week, but this feud needs to continue, and Lana and Zeb are gold, man.
Yeah. I can't wait until they get together.
Absolute gold. Next up, Houston. Houston, we have a problem, and that problem is Damian Sandow losing in 27 seconds to Adam Rose.
Yeah.
What's going on with Adam Rose?
What's going on with
That's the thing.
Sandow?
You know things are not good when Sandow loses in 20 seconds, and we're talking about what the hell's going on with Adam Rose.
You know, there's a problem when the best person that should be in the Exotic Express, costume-wise, is Damien Sandow.
Yeah, he was dressed as a Buzz Aldrin, if you will.
Yeah, he had a better costume than.
Speaking of
any
which,
of those.
where was the honeybee? No Thea.
Yep, that too.
I'm not into that at all.
No lemon.
No lemon. No.
Although, shout out to a lot of the wrestlers from Reality Wrestling. They were actually the Rosebuds tonight. A bunch of them were, which
that was
is
pretty cool.
Hamburger got a lot of face time.
Hamburger was jacked.
Yeah, that was one jacked hamburger.
He was a big dude.
Didn't he have like
Beefy.
He was jacked in
Good
the
night,
box.
folks. he grass-fed.
Angus.
It was fine when Cathy said it, guys. Now you're just killing it.
Killed it like,
Should have
beef
left
is
it
dead.
where it was. But yeah, so Sandow dressed as an astronaut, hilarious, massive shoes, moon shoes.
You did ask how is he going to wrestle in that, and you found out very quickly.
He didn't have to.
In fact, he is not.
Yeah, I literally said, "How's he going to wrestle in these shoes?" Finisher.
That'll do.
Okay. But I like how he said the Rosebuds are one giant step for man and one giant leap into the toilet. To me, that was the victory in the match.
Yeah.
I
Just that line.
Either WWE got over this Rosebud angle, or they just didn't have anything else to schlep this week. I'm not sure.
But if they were over it, why are they still doing it?
They do that with a lot of things just to see if it will
Yeah,
pick up.
that's
or
true. You got to give it a
because
shot.
They
I
have
mean,
space filler. Yeah, like we've talked about, a lot of the time they don't give enough time for gimmicks to build, and
yeah.
so they're just trying to see if it will eventually pick up, or maybe they will have a storyline for him coming up in the next few months, but they don't have anything right now, so they just want to keep him around to
and
be memorable
you gotta
or
give him
stay
6
relevant.
months.
Yeah,
And you never know. That segment could have been longer, but was cut shorter for time.
if
Maybe. Probably unlikely due to the moon boots, but you never know.
I'd say moon boots.
I feel like he's in that zone where Fandango was, say, maybe a year and a half-ish ago, where he was going around and just saying his name and just doing the gimmick. I think, and it got really old for everyone, I think that's kind of where Rosebuds is. It's like, yes, don't be a lemon, be a rosebud, got it, but there's no other depth there. Yeah, there's nothing else going on. I love the entrance. I think that they could do something cool. He's pretty great in the ring. There's just nothing to attach myself. Like, okay, I got your line. Yeah. Now what else is there?
Who are you?
Yeah, and also if you're a quote babyface, Adam Rose has not remotely been in dire straits one time that he's been on television.
No.
So what is there to root for? Adam Rose comes out, okay, whoever he's wrestling is going to be made a fool of in 30 seconds, and then we're all going to dance.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want to be invested in someone, he needs to legitimately get pissed off. Or I understand someone who was attacking the Rosebuds at one point. It wasn't Sandow. It was
Swagger.
He needs to have like one of his Rosebuds turn on him and be like, I don't know if I subscribe to this anymore. Like, this is kind of weird.
It should be the lemon.
It should have been the lemon.
Smiley can wrestle.
Yeah.
And what do I know? But I'm just saying, if you want to be invested in a babyface, they have to not only get beaten up sometimes. They have to sell. They have to make you want to root for him instead of just nonstop party. Unless that's all they want from him, just sell gimmicks and come out and just be goofy. That's cool, but how long is that going to last?
Not very long.
He doesn't have that appeal that Santino, who is the only other person I can think of that had that very similar role.
But Santino also had so many more sides to him.
Yeah.
Comedically, he really did. And Santino was also a pretty good heel. Don't forget.
Very good heel. Then quiet happened. Yeah.
What's going on over there?
Cathy's scared.
No, that's so uncomfortable.
There's a meme of Randy Orton that says, Cathy Cupcake Kelley, the Asex Predator is coming to a SummerSlam near you.
Wow. That's
Mustafa just doesn't know when to stop.
Come on, buddy. I love you.
I don't know. I mean, I want Adam Rose to work because obviously it gives a lot of local people work. Being Rosebuds, that's cool. Yeah. And Adam Rose, I thought he did a good job with Leo Kruger. I think he's doing what he can with Adam Rose.
I think it's hard too. I mean, kind of like Bo Dallas, it's hard to, when somebody's on a winning streak and you see who the competitor is that's already in the ring or comes out to the ring, if you know they're going to win, it's also hard to get behind somebody if you know how the match is going to go every single time, which is why I was very excited about Bo Dallas losing this evening, because it just opens him up for these temper tantrums and doing more. But I don't, if Adam Rose just keeps on winning and just keeps on saying that one line, I don't care.
He's infallible. It's like he shouldn't be going on a Goldberg streak right now.
Well, with him and with Rusev for a short while, it was, we get it. You beat the same, like, the guys that never win anyway. Like, I mean, Sandow, it's not like, oh, this will be a competitive bout, because with all due respect to him,
he's dressed as an astronaut.
He's dressed as an astronaut. And on top of that, I can't remember the last time he won a match. Same with whenever Rusev was going against Heath Slater or Kofi for the 5th time, and so on and so forth. It's like the same 5 or 7 guys. It's not an impressive winning streak either.
No, to Adam Rose's credit, when a man is wearing an astronaut outfit, you don't attack the body, you attack the head.
Of course.
And he did that.
That is true.
Yeah.
And good for him.
Nailed it.
Got it. That's expert analysis on
when you're good, you're good.
I think we analyzed as much as we can on this match.
No,
there's more
let us
than I
hem
would
and
have
haw for
suspected.
5 more minutes.
I wouldn't have suspected that.
It's more analyzing the situation, considering this was way longer than the match was.
I want
Lord.
the Repo Man to be a Rosebud.
Yeah.
Just get some of the old guys with the goofy gimmicks to show up every once in a while, just for that.
Godfather.
Don't explain it, just have them there.
Godfather will do turn on the Rosebuds into hose.
Yeah, Hosebuds.
Oh! All right.
Yeah.
Someone's at the door.
Come in.
I'm just talking about Rose Hose.
Okay, carry on. Bye-bye.
So
I think Rose
Kane,
was better.
yeah, Rosebuds are better, no doubt. Kane versus Roman Reigns. Kane hits the ring. Roman Reigns, before he even hits the barricade coming down from the stands, Orton attacks. And when we say attack, it gets bad. Gets him in the ring, chokeslam by Kane. Kane bolts, that damn demon. And then Orton continues to attack. Gosh, what didn't he do here? Threw him into the steps. Yells at him, this is what happens when you steal from me. DDTs him off the barricade. Throws his head into the steps again. Takes apart the announce table. RKO on the table. Doesn't break. Second RKO. Good God almighty.
Oof. Yeah, and that second RKO had some stank on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was not happy.
No.
He did
It's like,
not.
this table will break.
Show you table.
Show you table.
I'm the boss of you.
Yeah.
I actually was really happy about this. Again, kind of going back to what we were just saying. Reigns has been on such a solid run, and nobody's giving him that much. He's not winning the championship, but he is going out there and owning those matches. And tonight, he got owned, and I thought that this was an appropriate time for it.
And he sold it like a mo.
So good. He could barely make it to the table. He was just like, blah, 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 blah.
And this is the best.
How did he sell it again?
That was a direct quote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Globble, globble, globble?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. A little more G's, but yes.
Oh, yeah.
This is the best. This is the best Orton we've seen in quite some time.
It's been
Yes. Because he cares, and he's angry, and he's motivated. He's not just being a stooge or, the Viper
He has a
character.
reason to be that angry, though, too.
a while. He's had so much that is handed to him because he is so good, and he is a great heel. So, of course, Triple H and the Authority turn to Orton a lot of times because there isn't a lot of other head guys that can really pull off that really strong heel. But it's nice when he's hungry for it, when it's not just given to him. This is the Orton that everybody likes, I think.
Yeah.
Speaking of SummerSlam, obviously, there's another one.
Yeah, that's right.
There's another SummerSlam?
Yeah.
How many SummerSlams?
It's the next
SummerSlam
morning.
2015.
Yep.
Yeah, it's called SummerSlam Breakfast. The morning after.
The brunch time brawl.
He got him with the eggs. But yeah, I mean, Orton,
Eggs Benedict Arnold him.
that's the only. It's cool because it builds them both up, man. Like, what's the only way to take out Roman Reigns? By being completely vicious. And Orton did everything. God, those RKOs, man. There's no way to not hurt that. I mean,
Hurt both of them.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I don't know how either of those guys take it.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah.
This was well done.
Yeah.
Randy Orton and Roman Reigns.
But again, this brings up the question for me of Kane. Is he just not involved? Is this just, I would prefer this just to be Orton and Randy, but Orton and Randy at the same time.
Yeah.
Orton and Reigns. But where does this leave Kane? I just can't imagine Kane going from being in the title picture multiple pay-per-views and disappearing off the card.
Oh, I can. They've done it before to him many times.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Have we ever seen Kane as a special guest referee?
I think if anything, he'll just be like the special enforcer or the insurance policy for the authority, whichever that may be.
Sure.
And then
Don't get progressive. Get Kane. Take that, Flo.
Well, Glenn Jacobs is selling insurance, so
That's true.
It works.
He does do that. So moving on, Fandango versus Diego, who has El Torito and Layla and Summer Rae looking fine. This lasts just a bit longer than Sandow and Adam Rose. A bit, like 17 seconds. Dango gets the advantage early on, goes for the leg drop. Torito gets on the other turnbuckle.
Yes, Kathy?
I came up with something and I don't know whether it's appropriate or not. Going off hose buds, the Matterhorse.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh.
It's appropriate.
Everyone in chat roll, start slow clapping. Wherever you're at around the
that's
world,
awesome.
start slow clapping for Kathy. Because that was great.
Making it harder for women everywhere. Cathy Kelley.
Setting us back 20 years. I'm sorry.
With Kathy,
Sex predator.
Kathy with a collective slap to the female race.
Oh, you just keep bringing
Gender.
up slaps. That's interesting.
Stop it.
I was just fixing my hair.
Yeah.
I think they are very respectable ladies.
I actually liked these
I just thought
outfits.
that it was
they
a
were-
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see the wordplay happening in your head. I knew
Well, no, I knew it came in my mind. I was like, should I say this? Should I not? Should I say this?
That'd be a great
always say
That'd be a
it.
great Attitude Era tandem. The Matterhorn.
The Matterhorse.
How do we take out WCW? The Matterhorn.
Matterhorse. Yeah, take the
Get
bull.
him a tank.
Take the bull by the horn.
So any hoozles, yeah, of course, the girls get the distraction. El Torito jumps on their shoulders. Diego with the roll-up for the win. So, yeah, that happened. And then
got gored.
Gored to the region.
I have a question.
Please.
Where do you think... So this is not a feud... I was hoping last week, of course, that this would be a feud starting with Zack Ryder and Fandango, because maybe Zack got the girls,
Yeah.
you know, and yada yada. This is not a feud with Zack Ryder.
Broski and his Hoskies.
The Broski and his Hoskies. It's overdooskies. So I feel like that was where it could have been going, but it's not. It's just a feud of Fandango versus the two ladies and whoever they happen to be with.
Leading ultimately to a match we're not going to see. Because I don't think we're going to see Fandango versus Layla and Summer Rae.
No. Because
So
it's not. It's
I
not
don't
an
know when
in-ring.
it's going to end.
No, that's not even...
It's not an in-ring
dude
bout.
versus two women?
I know. I'm saying that's not
What are
going
you,
to
Kathy,
happen.
booking things?
I
Jesus.
said it's not happening.
Okay.
So why are we progressing with this? Because
Cena-
it's not going to end anywhere.
Cena's shoe is following us, guys.
Yay!
Oh, that was going to keep me up. I just feel like this is great Raw fodder, right? Like, this is great for the show,
Yeah.
but I just don't see where this could go until they attach themselves to somebody.
Right.
True.
Maybe they haven't figured it out yet.
They're just trying to see how it
Cesaro.
works. Was Diego really high on the list? I mean, let's be honest. Like, that's who someone they're like, maybe.
Fandango isn't even high on the list.
Well, that's true. Or were they just like, you guys would look really cute in these Matador costumes? Was it strictly based on that? Or?
Who are they going to be teamed up with next on SmackDown?
It's
Damian Sandow.
He's got enough going on.
There's got to be a plan. I mean, Layla was, I'm sorry, Summer Rae was on Total Divas, so it's like...
There's got to be a plan, is your statement.
No, there doesn't have to be.
Okay, yeah,
there isn't.
let's just be real for a second.
I mean, I was thinking maybe the whole plan for this was to humanize Fandango a little bit, but...
Here's how you kill two birds with one stone. They become Adam Rose's groupies. For a little bit.
But they already were, I thought. They said that
Wait, you mean they
previously.
become Hosebuds?
That they become... I
Yeah.
think they were Rosebuds before. I thought they
Were
mentioned
they?
that on commentary.
Well, actually, no. Summer Rae dresses a Rosebud the one show. Remember, she took the thing, and that's when she attacked Layla back when they were.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Not both of them, though.
All right.
So,
Well, I don't know. Just curious.
Okay.
where do you think it's going?
Nowhere. Sorry.
What'd you do over there, Kathy?
Fandango's so good in the ring, man. He's such a great performer.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
I am hoping, if nothing else, maybe this just leads to Fandango turning heel.
He already is a heel.
But I mean,
A non-sympathetic kick-ass heel?
a legit one. Yeah, like he finally snaps, and because we're just seeing his downward spiral right now. We're not seeing him really as a heel.
Because he's so damn
This is just
funny.
a fallout from
needs to
this weird.
bottom out.
He needs to bottom out and then have some situation. He snaps and then he becomes whatever.
Huh.
Otherwise, it's not leading to a feud. So where is it leading?
More dancing?
No more dancing. I don't think we're.
Okay.
All right.
Stephanie backstage knocks on Nikki Bella's door, and Nikki flat out says, it's not every day when people like you get to eat a plate of crap. And I hope you like the taste.
You.
Yep.
You indeed.
Moving on. Stardust. Stardust at the chalkboard trying to get his Goodwill Hunting on. Trying to figure out some complex
Math equations.
things.
To find the cosmic key.
That would have been great if Matt Damon just would have showed up like, you don't know it, Skylar! But yeah, trying to figure out where the cosmic key is, and then Goldust jumps in. They have it. He figured it out, and then he writes this, they have it on the board. And it will belong soon to Stars in the Face again, which is always funny. Does not get old. Every time he blows the stars and Goldust chokes.
How you like them apples?
That's why he's my tag team partner.
I know it's not leading to this, but I do wish in some small way that it was tied into Guardians of the Galaxy because they're looking for the cosmic key. Batista's in that movie.
Are they in the movie?
They're not in the movie, but Batista is.
I'm saying
for the cosmic cube.
Yeah, and Guardians, is that a thing?
I don't know. No, I don't think
right.
so. I'm just saying it's cosmic-y, and Guardians takes place in space. Do we know anything about Batista? Has anyone officially heard
What?
if he's coming back?
He's in the movie.
I will stab you where
From
you
what I
stand.
understand, he is coming back, but retirement is in his future.
Well, of course, retirement's in his future.
Retirement's in all our futures.
In his near future. No, death is in my future before
Well,
retirement.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I mean,
This got weird.
get off the grid real quick.
On another note,
working!
on Twitter, I got a tweet, go figure,
Weird.
from Oshama WWE, who says they were hosebuds on the Battleground kickoff show.
Aha!
So,
Okay.
been there, done that.
Okay.
Well.
Cool.
There you go.
Solid.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Thank you, Twitter.
God, I love Stardust and Goldust.
Yeah. I love them more when they wrestle.
Yeah, I think I love them, but I can hardly remember.
That's the thing. It's okay, though. Because they're so damn funny in these segments. Every time every time I try to listen very intently to what they're saying, and at the end of it, I'm like, I don't know what that was, but I loved it.
That's what I've said every single week, but I want to see them wrestle now.
Comedy
I
by
feel
confusion.
Like maybe one more week of this, and then I'm like, okay.
Sure.
This needs if this is
Please.
building
Yes.
to SummerSlam,
Sure.
I can wait till SummerSlam.
Right.
Maybe at SummerSlam they get the cosmic key. I don't know what it does, but it'll at least finalize things.
I almost feel like they're just I feel like they have bullet points, too, and they're just winging it, trying to out-confuse each other.
Their bullet points are just like little wing dings, those when your keyboard gets stuck on the
Yeah. Little wingdings.
You're a wingding.
What is the main purpose of that font, by the way?
I have no idea. It's not even a language.
Why did that
What,
exist?
wing-ding is a font?
Yeah.
I didn't
It's
know
like
that.
To make a key.
It's like a keyboard alternate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's very odd.
For psychopaths.
Yeah. That's how you type up a ransom
Zodiac
note.
killer.
I don't understand. Butterfly, a backwards S, and a Q that is
No, that's
from
just
another dimension.
that's just the Russian alphabet. Okay.
Hashtag Russia.
Moving on. Thank you. Moving on. Naomi and Natty versus Alicia Fox and Cameron. This didn't last too long, but Naomi leaps onto Cameron outside the ring. That was solid.
She got a lot of hair now.
Yeah.
I'm digging all that hair.
Well, that's the only move Cameron has is whipping her by the hair.
It's true. It looked like she kind of actually hurt her tonight a little bit when she grabbed a hold.
She did it on SmackDown, too. She kept whipping her hair.
Oh, really?
Back and forth.
Back and forth.
Got it. Man, do we have...
As hair do.
We sure do have that that charisma, that chemistry. Yeah, so Fox hits a scissor kick, and then eventually Naomi makes Cameron tap out.
With a, what was that submission move?
I didn't know because she had something locked and then she shifted it to
looked like she was gonna break Cameron's neck and back with that.
She somehow pulled both of her arms back while jamming her knee joint across Cameron's face.
Her knee joint?
Yeah.
It is, the knee technically is a joint, Eric. That's very good.
Thank you.
Yep. Good job.
Thank you, Johnny.
Good job.
Did you know that Johnny is a personal trainer?
Physical
just
therapy.
trying to piss me off.
it yet.
He was trying to piss me off.
What, a PT, right? A PT? No?
It's okay, Johnny. One time I wanted to be a dentist.
I'll get you in studio tomorrow, my friend. There won't be any cameras, but they're going to hear it.
Let's talk about Natty, unless you had something else to say.
No, all I wanted to say was this. I like the match. I just wanted more of it because it was.
No, I thought
they were great and aggressive.
I like Cameron and Alicia Fox together. I don't know if I like them better than the Funkadactyls together, but I do like their charisma. But Natty, okay, she was gone for a while, right? Did anything happen? And then she just kind of unceremoniously came back last week with Emma, who we know what happened with Emma.
She was mostly NXT, just developing kind of a storyline with her husband. Yeah.
Right, but after that whole thing culminated at TakeOver, or was that what they called that one?
It didn't really. They continued forward with it for a little while. I haven't been following NXT for the past couple weeks.
After she lost the women's title match, she was continuing to do storyline.
Well, it was more. It was more of a storyline with her husband in the sense that her husband kept trying to be more of a wrestler and would ignore her or like bump her off the ring and do kind of stuff.
That's not really.
No,
that's not really her storyline.
Natty has no direction right now.
Yeah.
Well, never mind then.
I don't.
None. She's like one of the few divas that are not involved in a storyline right now.
Yet still in Total
Does that seem
Divas.
weird to you?
I mean, sure.
I don't know. I like Natty a lot. I just miss her, I guess, is what I'm saying.
As you know, it's not always about who's best in the ring. It's about what is going on creatively at the time, I guess. And you already have AJ and Paige battling it out, and so, of course, Naomi Cameron, I guess that's not over with yet.
And we have Brie and Steph now, too.
Which is cool to have 3 different feuds like that. Then, of course, you know, Alicia Fox, I guess the whole crazy thing is gone, or maybe they just don't want to spend any more time on that. And so Natty...
Maybe she got a little break. I don't know.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Somebody had to stay home with the cat. Something.
But Naomi Cameron, I feel like this could be... I don't think they're going to do another pre-show or pay-per-view match, but I feel like this could be like, you know, maybe an upper card main event or SmackDown match. I mean, why not give it to him?
Yeah.
Naomi can go. I don't know about Cameron, but Naomi could definitely do it.
Oh, yeah. I really like Naomi. She's very good.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, Jericho versus Seth Rollins. Jericho taking advantage early on, shaking off that briefcase shot to the dome. Rollins ends up biting him at one point, which, hey, what the hell. And then, of course, some kid was holding a sign that had the worst spelling to the name Caden I've ever seen in my life.
That's his name.
What kind of parents spell Caden K-A-D-I-N? I'm sorry.
That's the new trend in kids' names is to spell your shit weird.
Yeah.
That's the trend.
To make them feel special.
It's so that they can get whatever Instagram username that they want.
Why do you want to be Caden that you've already seen? Now you can be Caden with a Q.
I'm not going to name my kid Caden.
Yeah. You're not going to have any kids if you keep this date thing up where you tell them how you're not going to go see them at the hospital.
The clink.
You're not going to go to the jail. Yeah. You're just letting them hang to dry. You ain't got to worry about kid names,
Here
Johnny.
I go again on my own. But anyways, I just thought it was hilarious. K-A-D-I-N. Great job, parents. Way to go. Way to just, yeah.
Why are you hating on that kid's name? Now he's going to go cry.
It's so
he's
rude.
Like 6 years old.
He's sleeping already. He's not watching.
That sign was pretty impressive.
It was a nice sign. Yeah.
I'm putting an H in your name from here on out,
no,
Johnny.
You won't. No, you won't.
Oh.
Johnny.
Yeah, yes, that's where the H is going to go.
Deal with it.
You're turning heel on me tonight, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. This is where we are.
I don't like it. You're setting it up for SummerSlam, bro. At the access that isn't existing, we're having a match.
I'm gonna get my personal trainer and meet you at SummerSlam.
The wrestling compadre.
People in the chat room are wondering what parents spell their kid's name Johnny as Jonny.
That's not.
See?
I was born Jonathan with no A. Most Jonathans are Jonathan, but when I started doing comedy, and my friends always call me Johnny, so I was like, Jonny Loquasto. It sounds more like my last. It makes better sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jonathan Loquasto does not sound like. Sounds like an insurance salesman.
What about John Loquasto?
That also sounds like
John Loquasto.
Sounds like an accountant.
John Quasto.
it sounds like
First
an
off,
undelightful plate of food.
First off, HW View, suck it.
Johnny's
That
a
person
creep.
in chat roll.
No, he's talking about a different Johnny because there's an H in it.
Aha!
It ain't
See?
me. That's right. It
John
ain't me.
Loquasto sounds like a character name from a USA original series.
It might be.
John Loquasto.
I'm just saying, Johnny with no H. Glass houses. Okay.
All right, guys. Anyways, a lot of counters in this match. Jericho misses the lion salt. Then Rollins goes the power bomb in the corner, misses the curb stomp. Jericho hits the code breaker, and then lights go out. Wyatt family attacks Sister Abigail. Really, really devious Sister Abigail. I guess we kind of saw this coming. Wyatt family keep attacking.
You think it's going to have a stipulation this match? We're not going to get another
It's
clean
got to,
match.
right? It's got to have
It
something.
should. Should have a little
It
something.
should, but I don't mind if it doesn't. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Because they only had the one match. It's
That
not
match
like that they
was-
had a rematch on Raw and
No,
we've
it's
seen
true.
it on other TV shows. So I'm fine with it.
I don't think it needs it per se. I just
yeah.
was curious.
Oh. Well, I dig it. I loved everything. I love the match. I love the ending. I love the Wyatts.
Yeah.
I love you in a
Oh.
strictly platonic manner.
Sure.
All right, sure.
I love the AfterBuzzers.
I feel like something's.
I love Twitter.
It can't just be. It's not gonna be a regular match.
Cage. Keep the other Wyatts out.
Yeah, we did that already. That wasn't that long ago with Cena.
Right.
To keep the Wyatts out.
Yeah.
Eh.
They haven't
The
had
Wyatts barred at ringside? I don't know.
a lumberjack match in a while. To
With
keep,
just the
But that
Wyatts.
would also help take the. I don't know.
I actually like where you're going because there is going to be a lot of people not on this card.
Yeah.
So we don't have any Battle Royal multi-tag. Well, we might have multi-tag things.
So it's
but
more of, instead of to keep them in, it's to keep
the Wyatts out.
Yeah.
Or Jericho brings in his insurance policy,
Who is?
the Cosmic Key,
Fozzy.
which
There you go.
means
Yeah.
Ironically, the
means
bear.
There's the Muppets back on Raw.
That's a lumberjack match. Wyatts and Muppets.
yes.
He just throws rubber chickens into the ring the whole time.
Yeah.
The Swedish chef is on the side.
And that distracts Rowan and Harper because they're hungry.
I mean, they're very large guys.
We're just booking stuff, man. And then that's how we get Sheamus involved because he hangs out with Beaker. Right? Is Beaker the one that looks like Sheamus?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
Oh, they're cousins.
Moving on. So, Wyatt Jericho setting it up for SummerSlam. Moving on. Stephanie McMahon hits the ring. This is how the show closed out that we mentioned earlier.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said her kids are being teased at camp. That rich kid camp.
That rich kid camp that you think only rich kids go to camp, apparently.
Sure.
You found out.
She's almost,
And I mentioned this in the room, only Rich Kid Camp would allow them to watch television on Mondays.
You don't know. When was the last time you researched camp?
Maybe it's a TV camp.
Maybe I was a camp counselor.
TV camp.
maybe it was like me as a kid in a fat camp. Who knows?
Or maybe they're
Your
just
children-
spoiled and they have like little TVs, or they're watching it on the.
They're watching the WWE
They're
app.
watching it on the app. Is exactly what's going on.
Yep, at camp.
I like your TV camp idea. You kids have too much fresh air and good time.
Yeah.
You're going to be sitting down and watch your Netflix, Buster.
So, of course, she's near tears. Bree just stomps up in her Air Force Ones, calls her a B again. Steph asks to drop the charges. She offers to give Nikki a raise. Bree's like, no, I want my job back. She goes, okay, that's it.
Bree looked great, by the way.
Yeah, she did.
Everything going on there was perfect.
Absolutely. And Bree's like, no, that's not all I want. I want one more thing. I want a match at SummerSlam. Steph's like, all right, what do you want, a title match? What do you want from me?
You want Total Divas?
Yeah, what do you want over here? I'll get you a title match and not a problem.
You got
SummerSlam.
it.
Yeah, that's right.
Call my guy.
She's like, call Joey Numbers. Steph's like, I'm sorry. Bree's like, no, I want a match against you. And Stephanie starts to panic. I've not been in a ring in over 10 years. Bree says, all right, I'll see you in court. Steph's like, no, wait up. As she's crying, she goes, yes. She's like, I'll do it, just so you know, it's SummerSlam. Slap. Slaps her right off the damn apron.
Right off the apron.
Beautifully done.
Oh,
So good.
so good.
And then she's going to make her bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautifully done. Then, of course, Brie comes back and attacks. They have to get separated by Finlay, Mercury, and Noble.
Yeah.
Jamie Noble chants break out. He's still trending.
As he should be.
As he should be.
Oh, most definitely.
I said this last week, but I'm going to say it again. I love how many different storylines they have for the Divas going on right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a really nice change, and it's interesting storytelling.
And this one is probably one of, if not the most memorable from the night. That's amazing.
And the odd circle of life where exactly a year ago Daniel Bryan was having a feud with the Authority, and now
true.
here's his wife having the female equation of it. I mean, obviously some differences, but I don't know. There's something about it that I really, really enjoy.
So true. It makes you wonder how that match is going to go. I mean, Nikki's got to be involved somehow, right? She's not going to sit
I'm sure.
idly by.
I'm excited for it.
Nikki's going to get involved.
But I so am. I just love. I never thought I would. Stephanie McMahon was amazing.
She always is.
I know, but even more so now because she was. Her crocodile tears, everything, and then all of a sudden her face just.
Yeah.
She earned her father's face transmogrification powers to turn into this dragon lady of like snarling with nostrils and.
I think since the network started, she's been watching her dad.
Yeah.
Not like she didn't watch him growing up, but still.
I feel like she might have had some time with him before that.
A little bit, but man, she is just.
She has probably had the archives somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they called it the basement back before the network.
Yeah. Like we assumed it was going to build to this match, but just the way it has was really well done.
Oh, yeah.
Last week was perfect. The way it ended tonight. I love the fact that that's how Raw ended. Stephanie and Brie. It's not Trish versus Lita, which headlined Raw, but it was still a pretty cool way to end Raw.
Yeah.
I think that it's someone just mentioned that they can't wait to see Steph's ring gear for this match. But I mean, like going back to WrestleMania when she came out to accompany Triple H to the ring, like it was. I mean, it's cool. Yeah.
What do you guys think? We might see a Nikki heel turn?
Ooh.
Via this storyline? There has to be something.
I never thought of that.
There's got to be a card up Stephanie McMahon's sleeve.
Right.
Is that
I
card?
like that.
What better slap in the face could there be?
I like that a lot.
And right now, Brie has the upper hand. Brie got her arrested. Brie got exactly what she wanted. Steph's getting.
Stephanie's not going to let the power remain with Brie.
And remember what Triple H says: the Authority eventually always wins. Heh.
Just a thought.
And then, of course, Nikki kind of has a legit reason to turn on her because she did put her in some bad situations. That could really turn into something fun.
But blood is thicker than water.
They're twins. They're going to bicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. They'll heal later.
Well, hell of a way to end Raw, guys, and hell of a show we just had, I think. Are we done? I think we're done.
Are we done?
I think we're done here.
Can we? I
think we're done here.
Yeah. We can go.
Yeah,
Great.
we can just leave.
I think we're good. Cathy Kelley, why don't you put yourself over, girl?
You can find me on Twitter at Catherine Kelley.
That's right, Dale Rutledge.
You can find me at The Walking Dale on Twitter and Instagram. And please tune in to Wrestling Compadres tomorrow on Nerdist.com. We will have CM Punk as our special guest.
That is right. Erik Barnes.
You can follow me on Twitter at that Erik Barnes. Please tweet at me about wrestling and keep yourself posted about comedy shows and all that type of stuff that I like to do.
That is right. Please follow at Wrestling Buds. I'm telling you, we got, what, Dale, you had 25 minutes with CM Punk?
Yeah, he is a Comic-Con loving fool.
Yeah, it's cool to talk to just about real life to Punk and just whatever, Comic-Con stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, we'll recap everything else. So at Wrestling Buds, please follow it. Otherwise, hey, we'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We love you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.